Hello, welcome back everybody. We've got another GBO2 video today. This time we've got the ground type gym. This is once again the situation about the 8th MF team situation battle. Of course, this time with the gym instead of the ground type Gundam or the ACK guy like we did, I think, last time. So this should be fun. I quite like the gym. It's not something you see a lot of the time. So it's cool to see it showcased here, just because I don't see it a lot. Now, I think I mentioned before I like using the 100mm machine gun on mine. That is very hit or miss, though. I think the more reliable option, so long as you can land with it effectively, is the bazooka. Because, you know, bazooka, you hit things, you stun things, you do your whatever, you know, you can move in for your combos or drop back, whatever you need to do, right? Versus the 100mm machine gun, which, while I believe it can stun with enough hits, it takes a couple hits for it to actually do that, right? So it is more risky, I guess is the best way to put it. You can't really stop and advance with it. So you do rely more on your team to kind of hold off the enemy advance. But so long as you have a team that is holding a good defensive line or being aggressive or whatever, that 100mm machine gun, which actually the guy in front of me's got. Yeah, the guy in front of me has it. With the 100mm machine gun, if you've got a good team in front of you, what you've got is a decent, consistent supply of fairly decent damaging fire. And it stacks pretty fast. It's pretty awesome, but as you can see there, with the bazooka, you can actually stun things and move in. Now, I only did one swing there. I forget if that's because this thing only has one swing, or if I just didn't do a second swing, honestly. I'm sad the tackle didn't take on that, and that is going to result in my death, sadly, as without boost, there's really not much you can do as far as retreating from an enemy advance goes. So that's unfortunate, but that's the way of the game. Looks like we're all off the field now. We are down by a fair bit. Looks like we have not managed to get a single guy down yet, versus they've managed to drop our entire team. So that's fun. But we are going to all spawn in together, and we're a guy down too. Probably a disconnect, I would assume, because he dropped way too quick in the match for that to be like an intentional dropout. I think he got a disconnect. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, we are fighting understaffed as a result. We can still do this. It's not impossible to win with one man down, but it does make things significantly more difficult. Great tackle there on my ally. That was awesome of him. I'm trying to line up, trying to back him up as soon as one of their iframes drops. Luckily, I did get that hit there. I got worried that somebody was going to knock him down before I could get a shot off, but it looks like he is doing fine. Right there, I realized I was probably just too cluttered. I think we had like 2 other guys versus like 1 guy there. So I moved to help the support instead, which was a pretty decent call because he was doing a number on him. That was the enemy raid doing exactly what he should be, so... But we turn around, we got him dealt with. Oh yeah, he definitely did a number on him. Look at the health bar up there. Our support is not doing fantastic right now, but he's alive now, just a little injured. We're all staking up, making a defensive line. I'm waiting for somebody to spawn in like that to try and hold the base there. I've got my grenades out now. I threw the grenade way too early and got caught right in the middle of an airstrike. So, unfortunate. Unfortunate. And right when the enemy team is coming back in full force, too. Not the ideal scenario. But as you can see, we have managed to pull the score up a lot closer. If we can manage to keep from losing too much and hold that decent defensive line, deal with the enemies as they come in, we could pull this score back into our advantage. I'm moving in to attempt to help number 3 here. Thought that was our support for a second since he was farther back, but knew he is not. Our support had already dropped. Looks like he's spawning back in now. But I've now got an ACK guy in front of me that I'm losing in the debris. Trying to back up 3 since he's surrounded by 2 other guys. It's not going fantastic. Good shot on the support there. Nice. trying to deal with the raid. Meanwhile, I've got a guy behind me tackled to just get through that swing. Side swing to keep him busy, but I've got another 2 guys bearing down on me. Got my boost back, so we did manage to get out of the way there. But now he's gonna land a nice sucker punch. Broke the shield. So thankfully, since he hit the shield, I'm still okay, but that could have been a lot worse. I don't feel like I managed to do a whole lot in this particular confrontation other than just hold the enemy back. Got him stunned. I knew I was safe to swing here since he already did his dodge roll, and then we were able to finish him off with that final grenade throw. Fantastic little bit of back and forth by me and my team there. Held him still with the tackle. I guess I thought he was going to swing or something. It seems like an awkward time to do a tackle. Oof. And I'm going to pay for it right there, too, sadly. I feel like it would have been smarter to just go in with melee, but hindsight is 2020. Got finished off by the machine gun, unfortunately, by, I think that was the Zaku 1 that did that? Right? Zaku 1 commander type. So yes, but also no. It was a special Zaku 1. Commander type is one I need to, or the Zaku 1 commander type, I should say, is one I should take out more. I'm gonna try to stop this base bomb, but it's really tight on time here. If I can't find the guy, it's unlikely I'll be able to. Yeah, I've already run out of time. And there he is. Could not find him fast enough, unfortunately. And he's gonna get back in his mobile suit and probably get away here. So that's upsetting a little bit. We were doing alright before. We were still on the disadvantage, but with that bomb going off, we're now put really far behind in score. And we probably can't manage to get a strike of our own at this point. I should have dodge rolled there. If I had dodge rolled, I probably could have dodge rolled around his strike. That would have been pretty funny, too, but now he's, well, our allies are spawning in, drove him off of our mobile suits. That's nice. I thought we would drop there for a second, but now we're waiting for it to be able to spawn back in as the pilot so that we can actually get back on the front lines. Suit's a little bit dinged up, but I can still fight, so we're just going to go right into it. Gonna try to land a shot on the... Did not land a shot, unfortunately, on the good flight type. Backing up allies where we can. I think flight type dropped into the water here. Yep, so we're going to go through, finish him off before moving on to the next target. I like the flight type, but not when my enemy has it. It's a fun suit, but it can be a pain if somebody is decent with it. Doing what we can to get damage. I think we finished him off already. Yes, we did. Moving on to the next couple targets. I'm not sure we can pull, if we can pull this back around at this point. Yeah, I don't think we can pull this back around at this point, but we're still going to put up a good fight, move in, do what we can. Even if we ultimately can't make the score back, we can at least try. And that at least means something. I dropped. I'm not quite sure what hit me there. Some explosion from something. Not sure from which one. We will find out. The Zaku 1 commander type. Interesting. I need to check what it actually has. I'm not sure what weapon it used to get me there. It looked like it was some sort of explosive. I think it was using a machine gun earlier, though, right? So it might have grenades on it or something. Again, I'll have to look at it. I haven't used one in a very long time. But, yeah, we lost by a fair bit. I think the round was pretty decent overall. I don't feel like we lost from poor play exactly, because the team was sticking together, doing well. We were comboing off of each other without, like, necessarily focusing too hard at individual targets. I feel like we just got outplayed by the enemy team. Also, being down a guy doesn't help, of course, too. So, overall, a match I can still be satisfied with. But that will do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time.